My name is Evgeny Dolgunow and I'm the founder and CEO of Prague Startup Lab. We're dealing with the startuppers, with investors, and we're connecting them together, allowing the startuppers to establish their own company. Actually, it's a great question because I was working in a VC company and every day, like daily, startuppers came to my office presenting me their ideas, searching for investments, for a seed investment. And with the time, actually, when I was listening to those projects and I was listening to those guys presenting me their ideas, I realized that the ideas like themselves are like really interesting, well-established ideas. Nevertheless, they didn't have this sales human approach which actually lead the investors to give them their money to their businesses. And it actually led me to the idea that I can establish, like, let's say, like an academy which would provide them the knowledge and the skills in sales field, in presenting, in soft skills environment, which would help them to actually get the investment from the investors, and would provide them with the knowledge of the client, of the market. And it would, of course, at the end of the day, the output would be a well-established idea with great tools and skills to actually sell it. And it came to the point where I was talking to a lot of trainers, a lot of businessmen. We all decided to open this academy under one roof, providing great consulting to the startuppers which actually needed at the beginning of their path. At the moment, Prague Startup Lab is a very young project. We launched the project at the end of March, and we are offering at the moment consulting on the individual base. It means that we're working with young entrepreneurs, providing them all the necessary tools and skills within 5 consulting hours. With the time, when we will get more and more attraction in the startup environment in the Czech Republic, we will gather all those projects under one roof, providing them the necessary tools within 2 months, which will lead us eventually to the position where we will actually work in bigger environment, in bigger, let's say, conditions, so that we will provide them this maximum impact in order to create and to help them to create and to establish their own projects. So the biggest achievement so far is we launched the project, we opened the academy, we're working on the consulting base level, we're providing the necessary knowledge for the guys so that they will be capable of opening their own startup, their own business, with the tools which we are providing them in the knowledge level. At the end of the day, of course, our target is to achieve as much as success as possible so that our reputation will be as high as possible in the startup environment in the Czech Republic. But we still have to start first with consulting, with helping, educating, training, building sales strategy, so that we will actually afterwards can invest in those projects and, of course, capitalize on them and help the startuppers environment to get the tools and to be competitive enough to fight the other competitors. Nowadays, we don't have much competitors in the Czech environment. We have incubators, we have accelerators, we have programs which help startuppers to get money, get investments. But nevertheless, Prague Startup Lab is more based on training, mentorship, and education in the field of sales. Meaning is that we have Up 21 as accelerator incubator at the same time. We have the Prague Startup Center. We have the Note 5. We have the Startup Yard. Those programs, those guys are awesome. They're doing a great job. But nevertheless, Prague Startup Lab is more about educating in sales, helping you to present with confidence. We're helping you to achieve the sales knowledge you need in order to get to those programs. We are not an incubator or accelerator at the moment, but what we are doing is that we're providing consulting and we're mentoring by drilling the startuppers in order to get them to those programs. So I cannot consider them as competitors, but as something like a complement that we're gathering all these startups together, providing them with the tools in order to succeed in the nowadays Czech market conditions. Actually, nowadays there are a lot of interesting ideas in the Czech startup industry. You have social bakers, for example. They're working with marketing data. You have the Sky Picker. It's a great idea. It's a really, really good idea. You have the Sheepvio. It's a logistic platform for businessmen who want to actually reduce costs for logistics. You have, for example, the bee housing. It's a cool idea, actually. Bee house. It's a project where actually you can make your own honey using or renting bee houses, not having those bee houses like the backyard, but actually rent them, like leave it to the professionals to actually help you with having your own honey. But at the end of the day, it's a cool idea. It's a great hobby idea. So I think it's a really interesting projects which can actually get a lot of attraction, a lot of interest in the Czech market nowadays. But of course, you have also those ideas which are not that interesting and they're not that beneficial to the environment. And I don't think that they will succeed in the long run. But in the short run, it looks like it's interesting. It looks like it's good. But in the long run, I don't think they will succeed. But in general, I think that those four startups have a great point and they have a great potential. I'm really looking forward to see how they develop in the future in the Czech conditions. Actually, the Czech Republic puts a lot of effort into supporting startups. Nowadays, you have the state institution Czech Invest, which actually helps the young startuppers, the young projects to get into different really interesting programs such as the Czech Accelerator program, the Czech Start program. They can actually send, if your project is monetized well enough and has a great idea behind it, and they see that you have a great potential in it, they can actually also send you or send this project abroad to the Silicon Valley in San Francisco. They can send your project for like 3-5 months to New York, to Switzerland. They're actually thinking right now about sending the project to Israel to support and to give you those tools in order to succeed in the Czech terms and to be a well-established startup. So I think that the Czech Republic actually supports, and it's being supported, and it helps from not only from the financial side, but also from the educational side, providing you the knowledge and the mentorship you actually need. But of course, you have to be ready to accept and to receive this help from the government. It means that you have to be ready to actually provide knowledge and skills from your side. And this is where Prague Startup Lab enters. We help you to actually get those tools which you will use afterwards to get to those state institutions and to actually receive the aid from the state, from the investors, and to be capable of presenting yourself and to present your idea in order to actually be sustainable business and afterwards get the highest opportunity and the highest chances to actually get to those locations. And afterwards, sky is the limit. In 5 years now, I see Prague Startup Lab taking a big role in the startup industry in the Czech Republic. Our vision is to support our clients, to support the young guys who are working hard to actually make their projects successful, and we want to take part in it. We want to provide the best mentorship, we want to provide the best tools and knowledge and skills in order to succeed in the Czech environment conditions. We want to take part of the ecosystem in the Czech Republic so that Prague Startup Lab will be a very an important player in this industry. Nowadays, I know that it's still young. Nevertheless, the interest is there. People want to succeed in life. People want to make an impact, and therefore we are, of course, seeking for those opportunities because we're working with serious people. It's very important for us as well, so that those projects will succeed and will increase their chances not to take part in the horrible statistics where 9 out of 10 projects and within the first 4 years die. Therefore, I think that in 5 years, Prague Startup Lab will be a big player in the educational and the mentoring environment, and those projects will succeed in their own businesses. My name is Evgeny Dolgunow. It has been a pleasure talking to you guys, and see you next time.